All right. All right, so we're gonna start standing. You don't need any equipment. You can do this barefoot, and you would just want a mat and a water bottle, core and more. So we're gonna start with, you want some space behind you. We're gonna go through some just big dynamic movements to kind of stretch out. So we're gonna take the right leg, step it back, big stagger. You're gonna soften both knees. You're gonna lift your back heel. And we're gonna reach up with the arms. Good, now from here, we're just gonna lower, sink down, drive up, and then bring the hands in front. Do that again and twist to the left. Good, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach the arms down, step forward, and reach up. Good, now at the top, we're just gonna do a little side bend over to the left. All right, right leg again, step back, leg straight. And we're just gonna fold forward now from that left leg, touch the floor if we can, so you're feeling it in that left leg. And then push through your left foot, come on up, reach up overhead. Step forward. Now we're gonna take your right leg out to the right, big sumo stance, and bring the arms down. All right, right arm is gonna just big side bend over to the left. Good, now we're gonna take both arms, rounding the back, pulling the belly in, hollowing out the belly, rounding the back, circling through. Now the arm on top, that left arm is gonna just open back up. Good, like stand up, reach up. Good, come back down. You can go as deep as you want here. This time left arm, side bend over to the right, stretch. All right, begin rounding both arms to the front, hollowing out the belly, rounding the back a little bit. Circle all the way through, and we'll make a big circle that time. Inhale up. Good, from here we go side bend, side bend. These are all very gentle, and then a little back extension here. Make sure you're not feeling this in the lower back. Beautiful. Arms come down, right leg steps in. All right, same thing on the left side. So we're gonna go big reverse lunge, reach up overhead. Good. Now we're gonna bring the arms down, lower and lift and twist. Good, now step forward, reach up. All right, left leg, step back, leg is straight. A little bit straighter with that left leg. We're gonna fold forward from the hips. Feel this in that right foot. Right leg, come on up, reach overhead. Step forward, we're gonna go into that side bend over to the left and then to the right. Just in case we miss something here. All right, and then take the left leg, step out wide. Big wide open stance, anchor the heels, right arm, stretch over towards the left side. Good, circle around to the front, both arms. And we're gonna complete the circle. Once we get to the right, left arm is gonna circle back through. Stand up, reach up overhead. Good, exhale down. Good, last time here. Left arm. Good, circle around front. Good, all the way through. Right arm goes overhead. Good, reach up. Good, now bring those arms down. Step the feet together. Awesome. Okay, from here, we're gonna get onto the mat. We have 7 exercises tonight. We're gonna go 3 rounds. So everything is gonna be done in about 20 minutes, and we'll have a few minutes to stretch. All of our exercises are timed for 50 seconds. You don't need any equipment, and we'll build up a little bit as we go through the rounds. All right, so join me on the mat. We're gonna start on the hands and knees. Now, if you want something a little softer into the knees, grab a towel or an extra mat. So we're gonna go bird dog here, 50 seconds. All right, so this first set, we're gonna take right arm, left leg, begin to extend them out. You're keeping the belly up, drawn up and in, and then you're gonna come back down, switch arms and legs. Our goal here is when we lift, we're getting extension, we're reaching through the limbs, but we're not changing the core stability. Shoulders stay square, hips stay square. Good. On this first round, I want you to focus on getting the arm up, the arm up a little bit higher than your ear. You're looking down at the mat, so you're doing a little work in that shoulder. Good. You have 8 seconds. Keep going. We're reaching long, not high. Long, not high. All right, stretch back. All right, next move is going to be side plank transition. So we're actually going to start back in this high plank position or tabletop, then come up into a high plank. Feet are as wide as the mat, so take them out wide. And we're going to rotate onto the edge of the feet, lift and reach that top arm up. So side plank, come back to high plank. So you're rolling through the tippy toes and then roll edge of the feet. So your heels are touching, the big toe should be down on that top foot. Good, now you can go at your own pace. The other option here is to bend your bottom knee when you lift up into your side plank. Roll. And then when you rotate the bottom knee, you're gonna bend it, lift up into side plank. Good, focus on the arms here. Focus on the hands being right below the chest. Long, long arms, opening up, reaching through the shoulders. Okay, rest. Nice job, nice job. Moving on to 3 count crunches or 3 pulse crunches. So on the back, you're gonna float your legs up, hands behind the head. We pulse up for 3. 1, 2, 3, and down. If you're going with the beat, that's kind of a good pace. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Relax. 1, 2, 3. These can be a little faster. They can be a little bit slower. We are trying to train the abdominals to press down. Good. Breathing. When you pulse, you're just kind of blowing, like you're blowing air out, blowing a candle out with your mouth. Okay, rest for 10. All right, next is we're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here and do clam crunches. So feet together. Now on this one, I want you to focus on anchoring your lower back down into the floor, which will feel weird because your legs are kind of open and out. So hands behind the head, tiny, tiny crunches here. So this one, I want you to look up at the ceiling more. The chin is kind of going towards the top where the wall and the ceiling meet. Good, and try to relax the legs. And again, our focus is anchoring with that lower back, especially when we're lowering back down. And then keep breathing. Good, you have 12 seconds. Can you relax your legs more? 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, we're gonna come on up. You have 10 seconds. We're gonna go into inchworms. So this is supporting our body with our arms here. We're gonna be walking out into a plank. So start from a forward fold, knees are soft, touch your toes, walk out. All right, once you get to that high plank, do a push-up on your knees or on your toes, and then just walk back, touch the toes. We are not gonna come up. Just touch your toes and walk back out. So small baby steps walking out. Tightening the core. Push-up is optional. Touch those toes. All right, push-up or shoulder tap. Tap each shoulder. And 3, 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Whew. All right, we're gonna get into a seated position. We're gonna kind of stretch the legs out as wide as we can. Flex the feet. The knees can stay soft if you are tight. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. So the goal here is to be in extension or drawing the belly in. We're not gonna try to sit like this. So I'm gonna be lifted and open, like you're trying to show off your rib cage. The arms come out and we're gonna go seated twist. So the left arm, we're gonna twist that left arm towards your right ankle and then come back up. Good, and we're trying not to compromise the integrity of the core. So you may not make it to the other side, that's okay. The twist is gonna be based on your own range of motion. See if you can keep those sit bones on each butt cheek the same. So when I'm twisting over to one side, I'm not lifting up that left butt cheek. All right, relax. All right, we have 2 more. We got reverse plank or reverse tabletop. So the way we can do this, we're gonna stay on our butt, hands right below shoulders, roll the shoulder blades back and down. If you can get your fingers pointing towards your heels, that's great. Feet flat, lift up. This is your tabletop. Option 2, flex the foot, stiffen the legs, reverse plank, lift those hips. All right, you're working really, really, really hard to not drop those hips down. Like you're trying to thrust your pelvis up to the ceiling. Lift and look up at the ceiling a little bit. Breathe, open that chest. Good. If this feels like a little bit too much strain on the shoulders and arms, go into that tabletop. That should take a little bit of a weight off of it. 3, 2, 1, rest down. Okay, actually that was number 7. That was our 7 moves. Let's go back to the beginning. 30 seconds, grab water. All right, so for our second round, we're starting back with that bird dog. We're gonna try something different this time. The whole interval for 50 seconds is one side, one arm, one leg. And we're gonna stay on this arm and leg the whole time. You're gonna extend them out straight. Knees straight, arms straight. Fingers and toes are on the floor. And the move, you're gonna pull the belly up and in. Look at the mat, you're gonna lift and lower. Now the challenge on this one is the leg. When you lift the leg, you're gonna try not to let your lower back arch more. You're gonna wanna arch it, but if you tighten up those abdominals, draw them up and in, it will help keep that low back stable. And we're not lifting high, we're just lifting long. You could even point your toe here if you'd like and tap it down. Good. If you feel any pain or discomfort, try switching sides and try it on the other side if it could just be a fatigue issue. But we are almost there. Keep the body long. Keep going. Breathe and rest. Nice job. We'll do the other side on that 3rd round. All right, side plank transitions. We're gonna try low plank. So you can do low plank or high plank. We did high plank first round. Tuck your toes under on the elbows or the forearms, lift. Now when we rotate, the forearm will rotate the same direction that the toes are pointing. Good, come back to the plank, switch. You do need your feet to be wide so that when you pivot and rotate on the feet, the edge of the feet are giving you some support. Good, keep going here. Whew. Just be careful, just be gentle with those transitions on the elbows. Now we're holding the side plank for a couple seconds. All right, once you get it, hold it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we got our 2 sets of crunches coming up. So we're gonna start with those pulsing crunches again. All right, so you can keep the knees bent. You just want the feet off the floor, hands behind the head. Pulse up for 3, 2, 1, and down. This is option 1. This is what we did the first round. The second option would be to straighten the legs, straighten the arms, reach up towards the ankles. So get a longer reach, a longer leg here. Good, just go with the beat. And breathe. Good, now the goal here is pain-free movement. Keep going. You have 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, stay here. All right, we're gonna do those clam crunches again. All right, so the soles of your feet are together. Let your knees fall out to the side, and then you're gonna purposely draw the belly in, flatten your back down. The knees might lift up there if you have tight hips like I do. Hands behind the head. Now just very small crunches here. Go ahead. 1 count up, 1 count down. Exhale, inhale. We want to feel it all the way in those abdominals. Maybe down closer to the pelvic floor. If you put your hand on those abdominals, You're gonna feel them when they contract. And we want them pressing down, not pushing up, not pushing out. Ooh. You have 10 seconds. Three, two, one. Good, relax. All right. All right, inchworms are next. We're gonna stand up. Okay, on this set, you can decide if you want your feet narrow or wide. We got 50 seconds. Forward fold to start. Knees can bend as much as you need to. Walk it out. Now, focus on keeping the heels down as long as possible so you get a nice hamstring stretch, kind of like a down dog. All right, and then shift into that high plank. So you're shifting the chest forward so they line up with the hands. You're doing that push-up and then you're walking it back. Put your heels down as quickly as possible or as soon as possible when you walk it back. All right, so prioritize getting a little stretch in those hamstrings. You're going at your own pace here. If you enjoy push-ups, like I know you do 2 push-ups instead of 1. All right, there's your time. Let's switch now to your reverse plank or reverse tabletop. Last exercise in this round. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. We're gonna try to open that chest. Kind of working again, to open that chest back up from all of our sitting forward head positions. All right, you should feel a little bit of a stretch here. Then try that reverse plank option. If you stay really stiff, flex your feet. All right, bring your feet together. So again, you're choosing your option here. Now try lifting one leg up. Don't cramp, don't cramp. Squeeze your glutes, open the chest, pull the belly in. 15 seconds, do a very controlled lift. So you're trying to scoop your tailbone under, and kind of thrust your hips up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo, stretch it forward. Oh, whoops, I skipped one. Let's go open up those legs. Sorry, seated position. Flex your feet. Good, now sit tall so you can bend your knees if you need to. Open that chest, reach out. I was wondering why my wrists were feeling it. And do that seated twist, wide leg position. So even as you begin coming forward, you're trying to hollow out the belly. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open, back up. Exhale. Rotate your palms up. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, nice job. 30 seconds to rest. And we are gonna do the same circuit one more time. Great job. All right, so we have 10 more minutes left in class. This is your final round. So we're gonna get back in that tabletop, hands below shoulders, knees below hips. This time, the opposite arm and leg. So left arm, right leg, depending on which side you did last time. All right, we're gonna lift. Squeeze the belly, lift the belly up and in, and then lower. Pause at the top, pause at the top. You can take breaks whenever you need to here. Good, now go a little slower on the lift. Focus on that lower back. When you lift that leg, not getting more of an arch in that back. It should be challenging. Good. Good, think about getting longer, getting taller. We're decompressing our joints here through these reaches. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, stretch it back. Side plank transitions. All right, so you choose high or low. I'm gonna go back to high plank. Just roll those shoulder blades back and down. Take the feet wide so when you transition, You're not gonna run your feet into each other. Go ahead, do that side plank. Good, now if you'd like to pause a little bit more on the side, try stacking the feet. And then unstack them, rotate. And then switch, stack the feet. See if you can just hold that balance. Good, you're halfway. Good. A little bit of a struggle is fantastic. Three, 2, 1, and rest down. All right, now we have our 2 sets of crunches back to back. Pulse crunches are first. All right, let's try something different. This time, shins parallel, knees bent. This time, reach the arms out wide. And we're gonna pulse up. You're gonna sweep in, pulse, 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 and down. Like you're kind of reaching towards your heels. 3 pulses. Good, try to keep the legs in the same position. Good, if you want more challenge, just push your knees away from you just a little bit. Now my heels are further away. Whew. Good, keep going, breathe. 10 seconds. Oh my goodness, nice job. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, we're going to put the feet flat on the floor and do penguin crunches on this last set of crunches. So with this one, we're going to draw the belly in, imprint the low back. We're going to lift the head, shoulders, neck, reach the hands towards the heels, but they're up off the floor. And we're going to go big side bends and center, side bend, center. So focus on the reach here, the side bend. You should feel it crease right at the waist. Now you're hovering up the whole time though with the head, neck, and shoulders. Good. Now if you're feeling this in the head, take one hand, reach down and up. So do a few side bends on one side. Good. Then you switch sides. So do like 3. All right. That's a good option if you are feeling a lot of strain in that neck and head. And you're breathing. Keep hovering and rest. Nice job. All right. Inchworms are next. All right, so anything we did on the first 2 rounds, this round, however, you can balance on one leg. Do a forward fold. That's interesting. Walk out. One-legged plank. Push up. Or shoulder tap. I don't know how you're going to do a shoulder tap though with your leg up. Walk it back. This is why we get to choose our options here. Good, and then switch feet when you come back to the top. So when your hands are right on your feet, switch feet. Try the single leg inchworm. I know inchworms don't have legs, but whew. Good, now think about how you're walking out into that plank, staying lifted with the belly. All right, go ahead and rest. Come on down. We have seated wide leg twists. Oh, goodness. All right, so sitting tall, knees are a little bit off the floor if you need to get better extension. So it's all about the core, the spine. All right, open up, flex your feet. All right, we're gonna rotate. Exhale. Good. On this set, when you rotate, I want your head to turn and look at that opposite hand that's reaching back. Sit up tall, lift that rib cage, draw in. And we're still fully breathing here, full breaths. Good, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift back up. Good, and we're just keeping the shoulders relaxed, but open. All right, rest. All right, then we have your reverse plank or reverse tabletop. Let's try it. So Your fingers can point towards your heels. They can also point out to the side, whatever is more comfortable. Push down, roll your shoulder blades back down, lift up. Good, and then just glance up. So you do not want your chin being tucked into your chest. Open up. Try the reverse plank. Flex the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Good, you're halfway. You got 20 seconds left. Try a leg lift. Good, now when you lift the leg, we don't want the hips to dip down. So really dig that opposite heel in. Good, let's do one more each side. Whew. 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. Nice job. All right, we have 3 minutes to stretch. All right, let's come into a seated position, legs crossed, or you can be sitting on your knees. You decide, bending the knees, sitting on your feet. So come down, and then we're gonna lift the arms up. Good, now we're gonna try to keep both hips anchored into the floor. We're gonna go side bend. Good, inhale up. Side bend the other way. Good, inhale up. Go a little back extension, so try to stretch back. Only to where you're not in pain. Good. Now bring the arms down. Keep the right hand on the floor. Left arm comes over. We're going to go big side bend. So you're going to give yourself a little bit of support with that right arm. Bend that right elbow. And push your opposite hip down. So left hip is pushing into the floor. Inhale up. Switch sides. Good. Just one big long stretch here. Opening up that right side rib cage. Pushing your right hip bone down to the floor. Good. Inhale up. Okay. Let's tuck your toes under. We're going to stand up. All right. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Let's just reach the arms out and open. Reach back. Intertwine those fingers. We're going to just pull back, open the chest, scoop under with the tailbone a little bit. Good. 3, 2, 1. And release. Step out into a wide stance. Toes forward. Anchor the heels. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Forward fold. Final move here. And we're just going to hang for a moment. Shake out the head. Wiggle out the arms and shoulders. Relax the jaw. Just letting all the tension come out of the upper back and neck. All right, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to inhale, exhale, slowly round up. All right, bring your feet together. Arms by your side. Let's inhale, circle up. Smile. And then exhale, float those arms down. And we are done. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you so much for coming tonight. And have a good night. Drink some water if you need it. Do some more stretching. It's always good. And we'll see you guys next class. Thank you.